Hello everyone, this is Sensuous One, and I'm here with my entry for the Think Pink Embellishment Swap, hosted by Betty, who is Scrap Passion 01. And my swap partner is Chaun Lee, and we were to make 4 sets of embellishments, so that's a total of 8. Each set has 2 pieces. Excuse me. So I'll go ahead and show you the first ones that I made. Was using doilies from this Art Minds wooden doily pack. I used the round one right here. And the embellishment that I made are these two here. And this is made, this is a spray that I made. A wire spray with some beads that I had in my stash. I layered a piece of lace under here. This is an acrylic rose. This was one of those Hobby Lobby floral, bridal floral flowers, and it was white. And I sprayed it with this Heidi Swap Primrose, and also some of this Perfect Pearls pink bubblegum. I'm sorry, pink gumball. So I used that to achieve the color on the flowers. Excuse me. And then the wooden doily in the back was painted with Princess Pink, this acrylic paint here. And this little piece up here came from Hobby Lobby. That's one of those, I think, zoology buttons. And that's about it. Just put it all together. Just wanted to make something different as far as like an embellishment. Then I just signed the back of them. So she'll have a unique piece in her swap. So I got those two. I did go a little overboard. I know we were only supposed to make 8, but I was trying out a few things. So I made these flowers here. And I got some sprays on the side. But they were really cute. And these flowers were made from this trim here, which came from Hancock Fabrics. I just cut it in half, layered it around the piece, little paper piece that I have in the back of it, and also sprayed it with the Heidi Swap Primrose and the Perfect Pearls Pink Gumball. So these are my 2 main sprays that I used to achieve the colors, because the pink gumball by itself was a little too light. Couldn't really see it too well. Alright, so then I also did her some of the butterflies that I did these with the diamond die that I got recently. And Chantel, if you didn't see the other video that I did, you can bend these wings, pinch it right above the pearls, and it'll give your butterfly wing some dimension. So it looks like he's kind of taken off. And on these, I curled the antennas with a small pair of tweezers. So you have 2 of the big ones, and then I did 2 of the little ones. And I just have stickles on them and pearls. Okay. And then I did these 2 flowers. The bottom piece is a broad piece of lace that I got from Rosanna in one of her D-stashes. The other trims are just ones I have from my stash. This came from Hobby Lobby. This one came from Hobby Lobby. This is a zoology button, and it had holes on the top, so I just put a pink rhinestone on top of that. And I have some little sprays coming out. So I did that, just kind of experimenting with some of the materials, trying to make a different looking flower. So I did those 2. And then I also made some dangles. My daughter says they look like earrings, but they're dangles. These are my first dangles that I've made that are kind of more on the simple side. I've made like some chunky ones, but they're both the same, so I'll just go ahead and show you one of them. I have a lobster claw on the top, and I attached it to this pearl. Now this right here, excuse me, I did not have a bead cap, and it looked plain. So what I did was I took one of these Prima flowers and just put it on top, upside down, of here, kind of like a bead cap. And then I put some more beads in here, all the way down. This little flower bead came from my stash, and it worked perfect because it fit right in the hole on top of the spool. And it has a little silver ball there. This little spool was painted pink with this Tim Holtz Distress Paint, the sponge sugar. And then I trimmed it with some mesh bling. And then I just made this little dangle charm on the bottom. Little cluster charm, if you want to call it that. But I thought it came out really cute. I hope that's focusing. Okay. So I made those two. And then I was experimenting with some, I have these mini dominoes that I want to cover. And I'll show you real quick what I used. I used papers from this paper pad. So I can find it real quick. I used a piece from here. You can see I cut it out. And then the other one was a piece from here. I used some of the roses on one of the other two sets of dominoes. And the dominoes are, they're edged with mesh bling. Oops, droplets. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this one here is the rose one. And this is the other paper that had the roses on it. I just cut out a piece to fit that. So what I did was I put Mod Podge on the top of the domino, laid it upside down the paper. Once that dried, I used my X-Acto knife to trim it out, and put some of this Mod Podge Dimensional Magic on the top of the domino to give it that glossy finished look on the top. You can see that. And then the backs were just left plain, and I don't know, maybe she wanted to do something with them. I didn't do anything with the backs. So those are 4 of the mini dominoes that I did. And then, oh, also these dominoes, as well as the next 2 I'm going to show you, were all done also with this Victorian Velvet Distress ink around the edges of the image before I added the Mod Podge. Now for this set of dominoes, let's see, they're upside down, sorry. For this set, it's like a script writing. They're also edged with the mesh bling. And I used this Recollection stamp, this one here. And then I used some of this Memento Rosebud pigment ink. Stamped it on a piece of pink cardstock. And the same, the same process as far as covering it. Mod Podge, glued it down, trimmed it out, and used the ink around the edges. Oh, you can see the ink around the edges of that one. And then put the Mod Podge on the top. And mesh bling on the edge. So I got those. And then I have a few more that are still drying, so those will just be a surprise for you, Chantel, since right now, right here, I have more than what was required, which was the 8, which I don't mind at all because I had a lot of fun making these. But that's pretty much it as far as what I've done so far to show. So I hope you like what I've made for you, and it'll be going out soon. It'll go out on time. Probably won't be tomorrow though, because I do have a few pieces that are still drying that I want to add to the swap. So I thank you all for watching, and I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.